Hey, everyone. I am so excited that you all are joining me on today. It is the first day of my AuthorTube kickoff, and I am so excited about everything that is going to be shared and the information that is going to be given. And you get a chance to hear me and know my book and the feel of my book, me as an author and all those amazing things. So, you guys, sit back, relax, get those questions ready, as well as just enjoy. Okay, so I don't have much of housekeeping. I do have a few housekeeping that I would like to put into your hearing. One of them is to make sure you have those questions. Make sure that you are subscribed, number one. If you are wanting to leave comments in the section below, you need to be subscribed to the channel so that I may be able to read and view your comments as well as share with the viewers and everyone else that may be tuning in for this opportunity. So, with that said, you guys, just make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. Throughout this month, there will be a something unique, something special that I will be bringing forth on this YouTube AuthorTube tour. You guys, as you see, I'm excited. I'm fumbling over words and all those good things, but you guys are really, really a gem to bear with me. So also make sure that you have the event scheduled, okay, so that you can be notified as soon as we go live, as soon as we hit play. And if you stay to the end, not the end of this particular broadcast, but the end of the tour, there will be a special YouTube AuthorTube rendition or edition that I can't wait to share with you guys. You'll be learning about, my book, how you get the book. Also, I will be sharing with you a book bundle that you will be able to receive for those that, you have to communicate, comment, asking questions, those that are engaging more, those that are, showing up every day for the AuthorTube tour. You will be in the drawing to receive a book bundle. And this book bundle will include not only a book from me, but we have authors that will be appearing every Friday, okay? So you have to be tuned, stay tuned in. Make sure you're connected and make sure you get your book. Make sure that you're following, make sure that you're tagging so that you can stay engaged, so you can know what's going on and how you can have a chance to get the bundle that is going to be at the end of the tour. So I'm ready. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys have your pen and paper. I hope you guys have, if you have been reading if you already have the book, I hope that you have already been underlining things, working through things, having those questions that you may want to ask, that I am here to answer for you, okay? We're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy this day. We're going to make this a day of really just great expectations, that you can come and learn, that you can come and gain wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and all those things. Okay, so this is just a kickoff, okay? You may see some things have been changed up the farther we get into the AuthorTube tour, things that may be looking a little different. Don't fret, don't worry. We want you to have the best experience that you can have when joining on this AuthorTube tour. It's virtual, but we want to make sure that it feels as if it's as real as you're right there in our space with us as possible, okay? So you may see some things going on, me fumbling around, making sure everything lighting is how it needs to be and all those good things, because we want to make sure that you get the best experience. Everything looks great. Everything feels great, that you are showing up and that we are showing up the way that we need to show up. There is no faux pas or anything like that. So you guys, I'm ready. I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you ready? I'm ready to kick this off, to get started, and to just share with you even more what's going on in the world of Christianity and this book that has new book that has been released that you can find right now. Get right now on Amazon. Okay, so I think that's enough about the housekeeping part. How has your day been? What are you expecting during this particular AuthorTube? Is this your first time ever experiencing an AuthorTube tour? What are some things that you're looking forward to during this AuthorTube tour? What are some things that you want to learn more about me during this AuthorTube tour? Know more about the book during this AuthorTube tour? Listen, I am here for you. I am here for the questions. I am here to answer. I am here to show up. Okay, but today it is about reading excerpts from my book. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing on this day. I'm pretty excited, and that you can, learn a little bit more about my writing, learn a little bit more about who I am and the reason why I wrote this book. So we're not going to be here long. Okay, so yeah. So as you get settled in, as you get yourself settled in, enjoy the music, enjoy the vibe, the things with the notebook, get your pen, whatever it is that you are needing so that you can fully engage in this particular the kickoff of the AuthorTube tour. All right? Yeah? You have a little music going on in the background. Y'all gonna dance with me? We're going to loosen up. We're going to have some fun. We're going to make this big. We're going to make this great. Okay, we're just going to chill. We're going to talk. We're going to have a conversation. Think about this as in a lounge section or a lounge, and it's just you and I. We are, sitting around a table full of charcuterie and different types of drinks and different types of, just the vibe is awesome. You can talk with your girlfriends, and we're just sitting down talking like girlfriends. You want to know, I want to share. You want to deep dive, and I want to go deeper. You want to pull on information that you may not know, and I want to give you the information that you are pulling on that you may not know. Okay, we want to have a really, really nice conversation here. Okay, so make sure you grab your copy of What's Your I Can, Realize Your I Can in Purpose, Business, and Family. You can find that at bit.ly/What's Your I Can. And when you come in, let me know where you're vibing from, where you're, drop your city, drop your state. Listen, we're going to do this like we do the Nightcap Plus Devotional, okay? So you guys know how we do on Nightcap Plus Devotional. But we're just doing it in a different setting, under different circumstances, and just really, taking time out to share with you about what's your I can, realize your I can, purpose, business, and family, you guys. Okay, so a little bit more about what to expect. Today is the kickoff, like I said, and Monday we will be having a Q&A. All right, so the Q&A is where you get to ask me those questions that you want to ask me, that you hear me talking on from today. So you get to ask me those questions from the excerpts that I read, or if you have the book already, your own personal questions that you may have. You may have read something in the book that you want a little bit more clarity on. Something may have struck a nerve, struck a chord, triggered an emotion, triggered a thought, and you want to know how in the world can you successfully overcome this particular challenge in your life? And you read about it in my book, and you wanted to know the how-tos. You wanted to really dig deep into, listen, this is me. You see yourself. This is what I'm dealing with. This is the nemesis that I'm fighting. And you really want to dig deep into, how do I unlock my power? How do I unlock my I can in this? This is a challenge that's beyond me. I don't see how I'm going to overcome this. I don't see how, I can, make it through this particular, storm, or, your circumstances is totally different from mine. I'm dealing with, X, Y, and Z, and it's just a little bit, more discomfort that's going along with where I am. So how can I realize my I can in purpose, business, and family when I am completely at my wit's end? I'm at the bottom of the bottom, and I'm going to tell you, you are in the right place. If you are at the bottom of the bottom and you're feeling as if there is you can't go any farther, then guess what? The only way left for you to go is up. And we are going to get you to that place of up. We're going to emerge you from your stuck into your next level of I can, into your next level of, I'm understanding how all of these things are working together for my good, understanding the nemesis, understanding how you have authority over every circumstance, over every situation in your life. So when you are reading this book and you are seeing yourself, you are realizing yourself as a single mom, as a single father, as a woman, as a man, as a Christian leader in ministry, in business, wherever you are, whatever capacity, whatever space that you are filling, you want to make sure, when you realize yourself, then you're going to realize the authority that you have. You're going to realize that innate, ability, the power, and the resources that you possess to get you from point A to point B. I'm telling you, you do not have to stay where you are. That is a lie. That is a trick, one of society. That is a trick, one of your own mind. That is a trick of the enemy to make you feel as if there is nowhere for you to go. That you cannot fulfill your dreams. That you cannot have a successful marriage or a successful single parent home, or be a successful woman, and be a successful male, because your circumstances are dictating to you differently. Facts are facts, but the truth is who God has already created you to be. He has already predestined you. He has already put into you the truth of who you are before you were even formed in your mother's womb. He already knew you by name, and your name has greatness attached to it. Your identity has greatness attached to it. Your purpose is great. You are meant for such a time as this. He did not leave you absent and void and earth wondering how to achieve life, how to fulfill purpose, how to go about being that graphic designer, how to go about being that doctor, how to go about being that lawyer. Even if the methods may change, but who you are is still the same. You may not be the doctor in the hospital, but you can be a doctor, and as a counselor, or in the school, or in a different area of your life that is now more meaningful. Sometimes we think, I want to be a doctor, because a lot of times society is pushing that in our face, that in order to receive or achieve greatness, you got to be a doctor. You want to be something big and something great. In reality, God may not have called you into that specific realm, into that specific space, into that specific industry, but He called you still to be a healer. He called you still to be someone that can help lead people, give great advice. And so the way that you do that may change. The methods may change, but who you are is still the same. And in this book, what's your I can? Realize your I can in purpose, business, and family. You will begin to transform your way of thinking, transform your way of handling emotions, interpreting your circumstances, interpreting these challenges that you are faced with, giving you a paradigm shift, okay? Paradigm shift in the way you handle, how you respond, how you move, how you operate, how you speak your language when you talk into certain atmospheres, okay? It's going to give you a different way of thinking and realizing who you are, and not be intimidated by where you are. And which is going to lead me into reading an excerpt from my book, okay? I'm going to read to you some writings that really, it's still strike a chord. It's still holds true. Just because I, may have went through this in this particular phase, but in each atmosphere, in each territory that we find ourselves in, there is going to be something there in the atmosphere that wants to intimidate you, that wants to make you feel as if where you are, you do not belong. You do not belong in this space. You don't belong amongst these people. You don't belong, in this home, with this car, with this degree. You don't belong in this type of relationship. You don't belong. You don't deserve. Who you are is beneath this. This atmosphere is above you. And so this is what I want to read to you. This one is particular. I have a couple that I'm going to read. It's called Single Mom Syndrome. And this is a monologue from Single Mom Syndrome. It says, I am one of the cruelest rivals to women, but most don't even notice it. I have them so twisted up with false reality until I make it appear like carrying a baby on the hip is like wearing the latest Michael Kors and accessories. My mission is to separate you and make you feel like you are on your own. That is the purpose. That is the mission. That is why Agent Single Mom is showing up in our life to make us feel like, or whatever situation that you're faced with, whatever agent that is staring you in your face. It may not be Agent Single Mom. You may not be a single parent, but you are faced with something that is trying to tell you who you are, dictate to you who you are. And then here's another one. It says, I listened to their thoughts as I walked to the desk. I saw their noses turn up behind the forced smiles and listened. How may I help you? I had one goal, plan, and purpose: to survive without compromise. That's it. Is that you too? Do you have one goal, one thought, one purpose right where you are? Do you have one goal, one thought, one purpose? And that is to survive. To survive. Sometimes we're not even thinking about thriving. We're not thinking about, man, how can I be my greatest self in this moment? But right there in that moment, listen, I've been there. I understand that. I understand all you can think about, like, how am I going to put food on the table? How am I going to care for this sick person? How am I going to, overcome this illness in my body? How am I going to face, this being labeled as a deadbeat dad, or being labeled as a, someone that has a disability, and you're walking into this room and you're hearing the thoughts, you're feeling the stares, and hearing the stares, and hearing, who does she think she is? You are hearing, who do he think he is? You are hearing, why is he here? You are hearing, why is she here? You are hearing, what did she do to deserve this? He got what he deserved. You are hearing these thoughts. You are hearing, and you're feeling, and you are in this space in order for you to receive whatever you need to receive, and so that you can continue to just survive. I had one thought. I had one: survive. Are you in survival mode? Are you in survival mode? What does that look like to you, being in survival mode? Are you constantly having to fight? Are you constantly having to, wrestle? Are you constantly having to defend yourself? Are you in survival mode? I'm just trying to make it till not even tomorrow. I'm just trying to make it to the next hour. I'm just trying to make it to the next day. I'm just trying to make it to the next second. You are in survival mode, and where you are walking into is speaking and trying to intimidate and push you from where you are, where you are trying to go and receive help, encouragement, where you're trying to just say, I'm just here to breathe again. I've been underwater, and I'm just trying to survive right now. I'm not worried about you guys. I'm not worried about, how I look. I'm not worried about any of these things right now, because the pressure that I'm under, the weight that I'm under, what I'm having to face right now, this transition that I'm going through, what I'm having to, walk through right now, man, what you are saying right now, it doesn't even concern me. I'm trying to survive. I'm just trying to get my head above the water. Let me read another one to you. Still, I felt as though I was being stripped of my rights of being human, a mom, a woman of worth. Have you ever felt as if you've been stripped of your rights to be a human, to be an individual, to be yourself, to be that purpose getter, to be that ambitious person, to be that goal getter, to be that entrepreneur, to be that singer, that rising star, to be who you see yourself being, and you're being stripped of that. Do you feel yourself like, I'm no longer being me? I'm no longer, everything about me is being stripped away. I'm going to read another one. I was not about to allow the nemesis of shame and self-doubt to think for one moment he had won and I was his puppet. See, there was some transformation in my thinking. There's some transformation in my understanding. When you understand your atmosphere, when you understand who you are, you have to tell yourself, regardless of my situation, I am not going to give in to what you're trying to make me give in to. The intimidation want to make me feel like I'm less than. The intimidation want me to feel as if I'm inadequate. The intimidation want me to feel as if I don't have enough. I don't know enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not meant to be here. I'm not meant to achieve those things. I'm not meant to stand on my own 2 feet with dignity and have pride about myself, have a level of respect for myself. And it wants me to succumb to me being jerked around as if I am a puppet, dancing at the beat of what he says and what it says and how it says. I refuse to be a puppet. No one has power over you but you. Don't give anyone right to attach strings to you and cause you to move according to their command, according to their emotions, according to their thinking, according to their perspective. You have your own perspective, thinking, your own authority over yourself to move according to your own beat, to move according to what you see and how you feel yourself coming out, how you see yourself dictating. You dictate to you what you want you to do. I had to dictate to my situation and tell my situation, no, ma'am, no, sir, no atmosphere. This is not what I'm going to, humble myself to. I am not going to be submissive to this level, this kind of toxic atmosphere, and to make me think that I have to, abide by the rules of this single parent, being a single parent, because this is, my book of realizing your I can, as a family. And during this time, I'm transitioning from being a married person to a single mom, and all of the emotions, all of the atmosphere that I walked into that I didn't realize when I was married. But once I hit single parent living, then there was a whole new world. It was like something unlocked and say, oh, welcome into the dark side, stepping into the dark side. Welcome into, your life of never in my wildest dreams. Welcome to this side of what single parent really looked like. Cause I'm like, man, I could do this on my own. Anybody else ever thought about that? Anybody else ever said that? Is this you too? Okay. Let me know if this is you too. When you felt as if I can do this on my own. I could be a single parent. I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. I don't need this level of stress. I don't need this level of depression or weight and all these things. And you are putting on strength and putting on this attitude of it's just me and mine. I don't need no one else and all those things. I understand. I've been there. I said that and I still hold on to that. But when I stepped into the single parent realm, that was a whole different story. That the looks, the intimidation and the stereotype that is in that atmosphere when you will step into a place of being a single parent that is different than in a traditional home, a traditional parent home, double parent home. Okay. And so here it is, I had to tell myself, I said, I was not about to allow the nemesis of shame want to make you feel like you've done something wrong. Want to make, and it's not just dealing with single parents. It's dealing with if you have lost a job, if you are a divorcee, wherever you are feeling shame, wherever you are feeling intimidation, want to make you feel like you're not good enough, want to make you feel like you can't, that you deserve everything that you have at this moment, that you got, want to make it feel like, want to put guilt upon you, want to put, a weight of misfortune and a weight of not being able to, a weight of, this is your life now. You're going to wear this, this big letter S on you. This scarlet letter is now placed on you, that whenever someone see you, they know you. It want to label you as being this type of person, stereotyping you as being this type of person. But you have to tell your nemesis, you have to tell this atmosphere and change your atmosphere to be conducive to who you want to be, who you know you are, and who you see yourself being. And you have to wear who you are with dignity. And then, even if you have this letter S that someone has placed on you, shame, you are a shameful person. You ought to know better. You shouldn't have done this. You are all of these things, this letter S, wear that S and change it for your good, because all things still work together for the good of those who love the Lord now and called according to his purpose. You have purpose. Even if you have that S that people want to attach to you, wear that S and make it as what's your I can as possible. Make it as listen, if you call this my shame, I am going to call it my success. Come on, somebody. What you calling a shame, I am going to call it my success. I'm going to read some more, and this is going to be my last read, my last excerpt. As I continued my journey to get assistance and try to find my ground, I kept telling myself, this is not my story. What are you telling yourself? What are you speaking to yourself? This is not my story. I did what I had to do. I went those places where I had to go. I walked into those hostile environments, because I had to be in those places. I had to go through those places. I had to travel through that road. I had to go into those territories that was so unfamiliar to me. But as I walked into those places, I told myself, this is not my story. I changed my narrative. I changed my story. I transformed my life. I chose to live my utopia. I told myself, this is not my story. And I began to write my story the way I see me, the way who I know I am, from my place of identity, from my place of purpose, from my place of growth, from my place of Christy. This is who you were called to be. From knowing my name in itself, I knew my name. I knew my name meant to serve. My name meant to be a messenger of Christ. And it means to be a carrier of his word, Christ-like. And so because I knew my name, my literal name, I understood that my facts were contradictory to my purpose. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my kickoff of the AuthorTube. I hope that this has been already a blessing and a success, that you see yourself and that you are filled with all of the yumminess, and that you are ready to emerge. You are ready to transform your life. You are ready to live. You are ready to understand your I can in purpose, business, and family, realizing who you are. Let me see if you can see this a little bit better. There we are. Listen, we're going to make some changes, okay? So stay tuned, okay? This is the book. Go grab your book, Realize Your I Can in Purpose, Business, and Family, and get those questions. Listen, this book, you'll be able to mark in it. You'll be able to write in the margins. You'll be able to whatever. This book will give you life and transform your thinking, okay? So I can't wait to see you again on Monday. All right, you guys, so have a blessed week. weekend. Go and tell somebody that the AuthorTube with Christy and Julie is fire. And you do not want to miss Monday at 2 p.m. for a Q&A. So bring your questions, okay? Make sure you're subscribed, okay? Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified as soon as we go live. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.